Petri dish. The Petri dish. The Petri dish.
My Sharona.
The Petri dish. The Petri dish. The Petri dish.
My Sharona.
This is the Petri dish. There's something growing in here, and it's increasing awareness of my place in the world. Still no Bumble matches. What a fun week. What's up, guys? Shit's popping in the house. All the roommates are gone because fuck them. But luckily, I found 2 strays waiting in my front lawn, watching kids and drinking beer. It's good old Aluni and Sam Corbin. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey.
Welcome to the pod.
Hey.
We are all, I'd say we're wearing floral prints.
Yeah.
But yours
I got my flamingo print.
Yours is a fauna print.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I got fauna print shirts. The fuck's up, guys? Fauna print all up in this bitch.
Those are flamingos.
Yeah, they're a fauna.
That's what that means?
Yeah.
Flana. Flana, like the character from Napoleon Dynamite.
No.
Dude, I'm Flora Flana Flame, man.
The fuck is happening there?
Flana Flame.
I only rap about nature.
That would be a pretty dope persona to have.
Yeah, it would. You could dress up like a park ranger, Flora Flana Flame.
Dude.
And do your...
imagine the campfire little presentations you could do.
Dude, you could say, like, this shit's fire, and then you point to a campfire, and then you hold up your thumb, and then teach kids how to do it safely.
I'm in search of what type of 30s dad I'm going to be. Because I really carved out a niche for myself.
Like a flapper dad?
I became a person in the...
Like the Great Depression dad? Or like... you mean the age
in
30s?
his 30s.
No,
yeah.
okay.
Not like in the era of
All right,
the
like
30s.
you get some overalls and dirty up your hair?
I made myself a very weird and also very specific type of person in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going for a different vibe in my 30s.
Yeah, that's
you know?
usually how people do it.
Harder. Just dig in harder.
I should.
Yeah.
That's how people do it. Like, they find out what they don't want to be in their 20s, and then their 30s, they're like, well, I figured it out.
Okay.
And then they just live that.
So 30s is avoiding what you don't want to be.
Yeah.
In 30s is becoming what you are.
Yeah, 20s is avoiding it, or at least
said the same thing
yeah.
twice. 30s is avoiding what you don't want to be, and 30s is becoming what you want to be.
Yeah. No, 20s is avoiding what you don't want to be.
Yep.
30s is being what you want to be. 40s is about going, oh fuck, I'm almost dead. Well, I was wrong about what I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
And then your 50s is you just get a car.
Yeah, and then you just live the rest of whatever, like the other 40 years you have after that as just what you already have been.
That's so many more years than I think I have. How you talked about that, man?
I'm maybe making it mid-60s tops.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm giant. Like, what was the last?
Yeah, but you have more.
Yeah, but what's the last like 6'8" old person you've seen? Every old dude that's like 70s and up.
Yeah, but everyone was short back then. So the guy, the people that you see now, those are the living ones, and they're like the average height. So I'd say they average
all the
height
giants
old people.
died.
Yeah, no, because they outlived all the smaller people because they beat the shit out of them and ate them in the Great Depression.
I think that I don't have many good years left, and so that's why I got my fauna print. Just trying to find whatever person I'm gonna be a stepdad to on Bumble.
Okay, how about this, Bobby? How about you think that like when the apocalypse happens, you're just gonna fucking kill everyone?
Oh no! If the apocalypse happens in the next, I'm gonna say 2 decades, I'll fucking rule the earth for at least a little bit of it. I know. Like,
you said you would be an amazing despot.
Yeah, like once society collapses, of course we'll go back to the natural order of things, and I will have a great kill tribe. Especially with the home base here, the fields we have out there, and just a little cul-de-sac I'll be able to immediately wall off and protect. Like my rudimentary sense of tribalism will kick in, and I will alpha the fuck out of whatever situation. But I know current society doesn't need that out of me, so I want to join the intellect and the collective consciousness to try to build society beyond collapsing so hard.
Okay, when Elon Musk creates Neuralink, how is everyone going to watch porn without seeing what everyone else is watching?
Elon Musk can Neuralink to my fucking balls. I'm not letting him brainwash me. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust Elon Musk for shit.
Yeah. That's a hot take. No one's ever
Elon
been
Musk-
critical of Elon Musk before.
Elon Musk is going to make Skynet. I know he is.
Yeah, you don't trust him?
Fuck no.
I kind of feel like if this is gonna get solved, it's gonna be people like
Dude,
him.
he's saying that we're gonna go through space to the shittiest planet. Would you trust him? He's like, we're gonna go to a desert with no oxygen, and everyone's like, yeah.
He's saying Mars though.
Yeah, he's saying Mars.
Mars is
Fucking
dumb.
Elon Musk is the guy
He's the
in
dumbest
college.
person.
He's the guy in college that suggests going to South Padre Island but forgets to buy the beer before you get down there.
Oh fuck. It's Europa, right? That's the
Europa
only thing.
jizz.
God, Elon Musk is so dumb, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
What
loser.
a fucking idiot.
Just a fucking internet book salesman who hit it big, right? No, that
Yeah.
was Jeff Bezos.
You know what's insane?
Same guy.
Jeff Bezos.
Same guy. Fuck it.
Same dumb.
Same
right?
fucking idiots with their trillions of dollars and unlimited resources. Fuck them.
I bet they wish they could eat Rice Krispies.
Yeah, it's a chocolate Rice Krispies with M&Ms in it.
I bet they wish that they could eat this.
I bet
That's
they
like-
can't.
Elon Musk ain't got no Cocoa Krispies.
No, they gotta stick to their diets.
Yeah, my kale. Oh, I have Swiss chard salads. Ooh. Fuck you.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly with those sentiments.
Fuck your salads. Because it's dumb. It's lettuce. You're tricking yourself into thinking you're eating something. So just eat bullshit that's cheap. Why would you ever buy an expensive salad?
Wait, like a pre-made one or like a...
No, like, oh, this is arugula and spinach. It's like, fuck you, just gnaw on a head of iceberg lettuce.
Just go outside and start chomping the grass.
Well,
you
like
fucking
legit,
poser.
like my favorite salad is just a wedge of iceberg lettuce with blue cheese on it. Like I don't need all that other bullshit to be tossed with walnuts and cranberries.
Yeah.
Like just fucking give me half a lettuce with
Yeah.
some shit on it.
Yeah, let me just gnaw on something to fill the void with
Yeah.
this organic packing peanuts that we call a
Exactly.
salad.
Just give me
Yeah,
some
fuck
house
it.
plants.
Yeah.
Just give me some house plants.
Yeah.
Let me nibble a little,
Yeah.
and then that's my diet for the
It's
day.
because I've gotten used to the sensation of feeling full, but I don't want to be as fat as I know this gas tank can fill.
Yep.
So I got to put some padding in there so that I don't eat like 7 McDoubles.
Yeah.
Just get some
Just
packing peanuts.
As you're walking through the kitchen, take a whack off the ficus, call it a day. You know what I mean?
Whack off the
Whack
ficus.
off the ficus by Sam Corbin.
Is that a song or is that
It is now.
is that a song or a brand? I can't tell which one it should
I
be.
could be a rapper, I think. I think
Whack off the ficus.
I think if I had no concern about being cool, like I could just be a rapper because I'm crazy enough that I say things that people are like, "What?"
Well,
What's
that's the thing. You're the exact kind of white person that black people like because they're like, he's exactly the right kind of white. That's what we expect when we think white people. They don't look at people like Riff Raff and go like, that's the dude. They look at guys like you and they're like, he's just so white that it comes back to being the truth, which is all they want.
He's used his white privilege to no advantage.
Exactly.
He's just so strange that it kind of cancels itself out because he's so fucking crazy. That, you know what?
They know you were just trying to pop 4th of July poppers with your dick. They know it. They can feel it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we try to fuck bowls of oatmeal too.
You say, what's his lyrical style? Cargo jeans.
What's his lyrical style? Duke's mayonnaise.
Is Duke's mayonnaise the whitest mayonnaise?
No, I'd
That's
say
a pretty-
Miracle Whip is actually the whitest one, but Duke's has the most
Probably.
truth to it.
What the fuck does that mean, Bobby?
Well, because there's the tangy zip of Miracle Whip, you know, and that's as basic as you can get. But then Duke's mayonnaise has some heart to it, you know, because it's got
Hey,
some real flavor.
You know
they
what?
tried.
Us talking about rap is analogous to him talking about mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
very difficult for me to stoop to that level.
We
You
are-
guys understand
I see.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
In
I
the
see.
soul.
Yeah, we.
I had to
see.
study mayonnaise after the fact. I wasn't born in the mayonnaise.
Can you have like a DNA like predisposition to enjoying mayonnaise?
I think you
'Cause I
can.
feel like it's a torture thing. Like
feel
you
like you
get
can.
tortured into enjoying it as a child.
Maybe. I think that
Through
there's like.
daycare. Like that's a daycare supplement.
People just give you mayonnaise in daycare?
Yeah, as supplements.
Okay.
That's a daycare supplement. You get mayonnaise, and then you get a pill that's mayonnaise, and you get a pill that's. Were you guys homeschooled? You guys weren't homeschooled. Never mind.
A pill that's mayonnaise?
Never mind.
You were getting your
Never mind.
Si was homeschooled getting his mayonnaise pills.
Yep. Well, no, it's like, your mom is
Purebred white Bobby.
your mom's on Percocet, so you have to drink Carnation instead of her titty milk. So now she's such a fucking pillhead that she can't cook you actual nutritious meals.
What the fuck?
So now you only eat mayonnaise because it's like, well, it's kind of dairy, so you might get some calcium. I'm sure there's fat and protein in there. Good enough. You know what I mean?
It's full of hair.
What's full of hair?
I spilled a bunch of M&Ms on the... And then I picked up a bunch of hair.
There's a lot of hair on the table, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Hey, what's the funnest word to say as E40? I think Nutella. What do you guys think?
Oh, there was a bit from a Portland...
Blackberry.
There was a Portland comedian that... There's
Crab
There's
apple.
a basketball player... or something.
Apple.
Yeah.
Crab apple.
Yeah. It was like Demetrius Russell.
Something weird.
Yeah.
They were doing it on All Fantasy Everything. And it was so good. Yeah, let's see. What would be good to say is
What do I want for my lunch? I want a peanut butter and... No. I want a banana and Nutella sandwich. Ooh. I love E40.
Me too.
How about Can we do School of Rock, but just have E40 do the whole thing? I'm just a dollar bill.
I don't remember School of Rock good enough to have any of that to say.
I think you mean
I
Schoolhouse
don't either.
Rock.
I just said dollar bill.
Yes.
I'm just a bill. I fucked it up immediately.
Schoolhouse Rock is the dollar bill. School of Rock is the Jack Black movie. And that's what I was imagining. Like, whoa, instead of Jack Black, you have E40 come to teach a bunch of private school white kids?
Oh my god. What if they did School of Rock again...
But with E40?
But with E40 going to like an inner city school and teaching them about...
I was hoping it would still be a private school full of white kids.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay.
That's way better.
Yeah, that could be good. Let's write it. Well, why not write it?
I'm going to teach you little bastards about Basquiat. Art.
Basquiat is a good E40 word. Just say.
Look at the way he mixes color palettes.
Oh, god damn.
Being E40 is fun.
Dude, he's one of those guys where, like, just his speaking voice is so interesting.
Yeah.
It's
He's got
like
a rhythm to it.
What's that guy from... what's the guy from Friday? The dad.
Ice Cube.
No. Ice Cube's dad. In, what's that guy's name?
Emeril Lagasse.
He's like, I need more
Ice
hot
Cube.
sauce on my burrito, baby. And he's just driving. He's the dog catcher. He's Ice Cube's dad.
I've never watched Friday.
Oh.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
Oh, he's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
What is his name?
I don't know. I watched him recently, though. He's really funny. Yeah,
Dude, he has a way of speaking that you don't give a fuck what he's saying. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Chappelle kind of has that quality a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that guy. Anyway, write in, and I can't believe you've never seen Friday.
Never seen Friday or Friday After Next.
I haven't
Yeah?
either.
Or Friday the 13th.
Well, I don't think I've seen Friday the 13th, to be honest with you.
I can't believe they made 13 of those movies and completely cut out all the black people.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Is that a good enough bit?
Yeah.
Is that a good, should I bring that to the stage tonight?
Friday the 13th, I ain't never seen Friday 1 or 2.
Friday the 13th, what happened to Ice Cube? He went on a family vacation on Nickelodeon too much.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to... I like the arc of Ice Cube's career where he went from, like, making, like, super hard
He was the
rap
hardest dude.
to making family movies, and then he went back to making, like, kind of violent, like, but he's, like, a cop, right?
Yep.
No, that's Ice-T.
That's Ice-T.
On-
No.
SVU.
Ice Cube he's in a movie, I think, where he...
maybe.
Oh, okay. One of those, like, buddy cop movies.
Yeah, but I just think it's fun. Like, if you would have gone back to when he was young and be like, hey, man,
Dude.
you're going to be a cop in a movie.
He kind of had the opposite career of Cosby, if you think about it. Because Cosby started out real family friendly, and then later on, you
got
found
real crazy with it. He got real weird with it.
Let's say edgy. Cosby was
I don't think you can call it edgy if it wasn't done for entertainment purposes.
It was done for his entertainment.
It was purely his crimes.
What if, there's at some point...
He wasn't making a social point.
At some point there will be some hipster that's going to go, no, it was all performance art. He was just being the most edgy that you could possibly be. And people at his time didn't understand what he was doing. Yeah.
You don't think that he was?
Do you guys know how many people Andy Kaufman raped before he died?
10.
74.
That's pretty good stat. That's a lot. That's a lot to get away with.
Yeah, it is.
When you think about it.
I mean, really, even one is a lot to get away with. That person... I mean, imagine being the only one. Like...
Dude, I went back and I watched John Mulaney's first special with my kid, and
nice.
the one where he's like how easy it was to get away with a murder in like the 20s.
You just had to not be in that spot.
Yeah, where he's like, we'll draw a line around the body so we know where it was, and then someone's like, we found a glove with the killer's blood on it, and he's like,
ew, gross.
Yeah. Now back to my hunch. God damn, I love Mulaney.
Yeah, he's so fucking good.
He's one of the best out there.
I agree.
Well,
somebody did a thing online where they were like, you could put a 30s radio filter over John Mulaney and it sounds exactly like it belongs on an old radio thing. And I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. He does. He has that fucking old style.
Dude, you know what I realized when I was watching it is you have a very similar cadence of the way that you take your time to enunciate specific things.
Oh yeah, that I think are important.
Yeah. I see a very Mulaney-ian
I think that's
quality.
Yeah, that's like that growing up on a lot of fucking Bob Newhart and other people where every word that was in there is so specific to this bit that you need to hear all of it or else you're going to miss part of the, I guess, the playfulness of the entire piece. Mm-hmm. You know, and so when I do bits that I think, you know, maybe they're not funny by themselves word for word, but as the construct with each emphasis, they're more important. So I try to give it its credence.
We were talking about that with Norm Macdonald, how he'll like within a joke he'll like roast a word. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, he'll extrapolate within each thing to just really hone in on each part of the fucking joke.
The one example I had was he was doing a whole other joke that had nothing to do with this, but from what I can intuit is that he had heard this word a lot and it bugged him, so he wanted to say it funny to make fun of how much people say this word in this context. But he was like, sexual prowess. And then he goes on with his thing, and it had nothing to do with that, but he just left it there.
Put that in there
and
real
I'm like,
quick.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you were sick of hearing this word, so you just said it weird to make fun of it. How often you hear... I don't know. What are we even talking about? Can we talk about some other shit that we're doing?
Yeah.
And not just reminiscing on other people that have made a career far beyond what we will ever achieve?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like comedy's never going to take off for anybody anymore. It's kind of over. I think we're going to get into that insular part where regional comedy is going to turn into a thing again.
I would very much enjoy that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think I could get good at being famous here.
Yeah. I mean, think about fucking, you know, like the current way it is. There's so much of a difference between New York comedy and LA comedy,
Yeah.
you know, and even that is different from like Chicago comedy or Portland comedy, you know, so like you're going to find your region and then you're going to tour around in that area and then that's all that matters as long as the clubs keep paying you, you know?
I feel like Reno comedy is fairly woke, but that wokeness is buried under many levels of sarcasm.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like Reno comedy is the place where you can go to say whatever you want. We know where the lines are, but that's, you know, we draw the lines that we can cross them as much as we want because that's funny to us.
Yeah.
You know, where everyone else is like, whoa, there's things you don't joke about. We're like, yeah, there's things you don't joke about, and that's what's fucking hilarious is we can make that funny.
Dude, it's the fart in church mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't want to just be, like, just completely tone deaf to whatever is currently happening in the world. We want to know that, embody it, but make fun of it from the inside, hopefully.
Because we're just trashy enough to get away with it, but just smart enough because we're close to California so people can kind of respect it.
Yeah. You guys know what's really funny? Starving people.
Why don't you move where the food is? Sam Kinison.
I don't understand starving people. Why don't they just eat? Find trash on the ground all day. Just eat trash.
Dude.
I'm going to take that as a sound bite. And
do it.
Just eat trash, you bums. That's the most, like, monocle flipping your gold coins.
Yeah.
Just eat trash, you bums. But literally, we throw away currency that can buy meals.
Yes.
So
you've thrown away currency that's not ours before?
No.
That's totally legal.
No,
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, Sam is a weird modern day Robin Hood where he steals from banks and then just throws the money away.
Dude, you can just if you had 100 rupees, you could just throw it in the garbage.
I think you mean roofies. We're talking about Bill Cosby still, right?
No, the Slumdog Millionaire was competing to win 1 million roofies that he could rape women with because it's India.
Yeah, and that's what's in India. You know.
Yeah.
Drum roll on the fucking table.
That was the most echoey, ominous drum roll.
It was perfect for the joke.
It sounded more like the Law and Order sound. Like,
yeah.
Dun, dun.
Do that again.
Oh my god!
Okay. That is... Wow. Okay.
5 p.m.
No. Let me do it again. I'm gonna be Ice Cube. Okay. All right. Yo, so it turns out they found a girl and she's in the sewer with all kinds of semen in her hair.
Why is that the thing that changes the scene? Ice Cube is saying just like we found semen in her hair.
Yeah, you have to say the time and the date too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. 7:42 p.m. Bronx, New York. I mean,
this is the dumbest bit.
In reality, that's more accurate because that's how the show works. But it's better for the bit if I do the Ice Cube voice and say some disgusting shit first,
just like the John Mulaney bit.
Exactly.
We found fecal matter in the woman's ear canal.
Oh, goddamn, we're all fucking hacks. Of course none of us have gotten anywhere.
Yeah.
Because we're just only fans of it.
I don't know. Haven't you heard my hot 10 about fucking animals? You mean that one's not blowing up?
Yeah.
You haven't heard my hot Instagram bit about how I think World War I was arrogant?
Haven't you heard my hot 10 about fucking animals?
Remember that bit I was doing about how black people smell, but it's not racist because I'm saying they smell good? Remember that, man? Why am I not a millionaire?
I want to do an album recording again. Like, the fucking Battleborn tracks didn't turn out because there was no audience.
Oh,
but it sounded good, and I really think we could get something together.
Yeah.
We should fucking see if Reno Improv will let us.
Dude, what do you think? You the Battleborn tracks didn't work out because there was no audience. Let's try it here in Reno, where there is also no audience.
Carson City has even less people. Fucking, oh my god.
I was about to say, if your pie in the sky dreams is that you're going to pack out a room in Carson City while you live here, woof, you are woefully...
Yeah, my dream is to half fill the Improv on like a Thursday. And then record it and then just pump up the laughter a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it could work. Plus, if you just give 4 people some 15s and call it a night, there we go.
You should do that. Don't pump up the laughter, but record your family laughing,
Dead silence.
Just your parents, and then just replicate it over and over again. And then have that in the background.
I don't know. Maria Bamford already did that well enough. Her Netflix thing, where she just literally filmed it in her living room in front of her parents.
We need to do it less. We need to do it cheaper and more fucked up. Here's what we need to do. We need to like lav mic our parents while they watch Big Bang Theory.
Ugh.
And can that laughter and then
that's just too much effort for a bit that's not going to pay off.
I know.
Like, that's too much of a mockery of the process.
What about this? What if you did comedy where you're telling jokes, but just the laugh track of the audience has nothing to do with the timing of it? It's just like a laugh track from a different thing.
From a different era.
I think Brent Weinbach already did that.
So there's just laughter intermittently when
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense?
I feel like Brent
Someone's
Weinbach already did
done
that, yeah.
Okay.
What about if you use laughter from like a really not good speech, like from like the 1940s or something, or somewhere around there?
I mean, I've already used plenty of Hitler
from a
speeches in
band.
my comedy.
I didn't say that. Said a guy like
just
him
a different 1940s.
in the 1940s.
speech.
Yeah, just some guy like him saying not cool things, and then using that. I didn't say him, Bobby. That's pretty fucked up.
Why not? Why wouldn't you use... He was the biggest dude back then. Wasn't he Times Person of the Year?
I'm pretty sure people were bigger than him.
Yeah, wasn't that the thing that Hitler won the thing?
Yeah.
He won. He was like popular in America for a time. Oh shit!
Oh no, the Hitler alarm is going off. Everybody, whatever you do, don't talk about Hitler
That's
on the
not
podcast.
nice to call when my mom tries to get in touch with me. Hitler alarm. I've never said that before, ever.
I know that's the truth, but you're saying it like it's sarcasm so you can retroactively call your mom Hitler?
No, I'm joking.
This is so hard to parse.
I've never had my mom call me and I say, "Uh-oh, Hitler alarm." I've never said that before. I love doing the thing where you are ironic but only to yourself, and no one else knows where to fall.
Yeah.
On you.
I don't know where to be in this bit. I don't know what part of the world I exist in.
Okay, man.
No, ultimately, I haven't literally said, "Uh-oh, Hitler alarm" when my mom called.
Good.
But it's only because I hadn't thought of it until just now.
Those two words.
So really what I'm doing in this
You
bit,
wish you had said
I
it.
am roasting my younger self for not being the kind of piece of shit I am now.
Yeah, so it's a self-burn on
Yes.
on your personal growth.
Yep.
I get that. I get that.
I'm going backwards the way you're going forward.
Yeah, that's what level of comedy we're both at. Is you're going down while I'm going up.
Hey, yeah, no resistance here. I own that. Yeah,
I haven't even. I've done like 2 open mics this entire month. I can't talk shit.
Do you feel like you actually do better when you're more mentally healthy?
I do because I actually try. When I'm not in a good spot, I don't even think because then one, none of the words I say I care about. So even the bits that are planned out, I just don't feel anymore. But like when I'm stoked on myself, I can listen to the bits that I forgot about, like I'm a fan of myself, and be like, oh yeah, I should bring that back. So like the past 2 weeks that I've been doing open mics, I've just gone back into my old shit and gone, oh, these bits would all work together, but they're all from like different eras of my comedy. So I'm like, okay, I can string together a 5 of bullshit I said when I first started, mixed with way better stuff that I've written now, and then have, a way more cohesive set. And it's kind of fun to restudy myself, going like, oh, I haven't always sucked like I keep feeling.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
Okay.
I highly suggest that people just become fans of themselves, and you do that by writing way too much so you forget all of your stuff, but then you got to record it. So
and then you really do have no attachment to it.
yeah, so I go back and I'm like, whoa, that was a good bit.
You can soak it back in as a fan of comedy.
Yeah.
And you have that distance from, oh, this is tied in with my ego. You just go, oh, that's a good bit.
Or like I'll listen back and
like
I'll be like, I know this was the best recording of this bit, but now I know I can do it better and I can work it because it is my joke.
There you go.
Like when you listen to Kyle Kinane's first album, there's plenty of bits where you're like, oh, he's fucking up the wording here. This bit he has newer tags on, but there's nothing you can do with that stupid information.
There was a time when I had Whiskey Icarus memorized.
Oh, hell yeah.
Word for word.
I'm pretty sure I still have it clanging around in there.
Yeah. Anyway, you haven't talking for a while. Say some shit.
Say something, Cy.
You fucking
He's
bitch.
full of Rice
Bitch.
Krispies.
I'm CP. I'm sleepy.
Sai's just gonna take a fucking nap right now. Oh
Yeah.
my god! So I've started writing my little web series I want to shoot, and I just got to the first instance of you.
I want to shoot. I'm gonna shoot.
I'm winding my camera right now.
I'm gonna shoot all over my living room. But I wrote 2 reoccurring bits that make no sense, but it would just make me laugh.
Okay.
And the first one was Lionel always existing in my house. He doesn't live here, but he's always in my house eating peanut butter, but out of his own hand.
Okay.
He never has like a jar with him. He's just eating a fistful of peanut butter in every scene because that just seems like a Lionel thing to do.
Kind of almost like an homage to like the Stephen Wright character from Half Baked.
Yeah.
The guy
He's
on
just
the
there.
couch.
And then I was also going to give Sai a thing where he just always pops up from behind the couch with no pants and mumbles his way out the door, and then has to put on pants outside, and then he's gone. Every episode.
I love the idea of someone that like came over to your house, disrobed outside, then came in. And then
you don't live here, but you keep waking up here with no pants, but you have a wardrobe in your car for this exact situation.
Give me lines.
You're gonna
Give me
no.
lines.
You are gonna have lines because I'm just going to let you mumble your way through whatever scene we're doing and then out the door.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say, if you are doing something, you're writing me in. I would be more than happy to do like saying actual shit.
Maybe I'll give you 1 or 2 actual scenes where we see you like at a bar later or in an actual
There we
location
go.
where you're not fresh from waking up with no pants.
Fresh from waking up with no pants.
But in most of the scenes, you are going to be woken up freshly with no pants and make your way presumably to work or just whatever location
that guy doesn't
you
have a job.
I just like the idea.
The guy that does that, the guy that puts his pants on outside doesn't have a job.
That's the dichotomy I want to ride, is that you are well put together in the outside world and you have a job, but you wake up.
But in Bobby's house, I'm a heroin addict.
You know, like it's just outside of your real life. You just wake up
somewhere,
just in a fever dream with no pants, just all the time. It's just like your life is not together.
I just keep roofing myself and then waking up at Bobby's house.
Exactly.
What?
And that's what we just take care of you. Like we'll just see you wandering the streets and then we take you in. I think that would be the character arc, I think.
And then at a certain
he's out.
He's just, oh god, he's out.
At a certain point, you'd have to realize, like, hey, you're roofing yourself. What is going on here? Like, we were your friends, and we were cool about it for a while, but I don't know. We're drunks, but I don't think we can let this
Roofie
behavior...
yourself.
We gotta say something. We gotta put our foot down. We can't just let our friend roofie themselves constantly.
Why not?
Well, I guess why not, Bobby? Yeah, you've made a great case for roofies. I hope you're
think
proud.
so. I think more people should take roofies recreationally. Makes you want to fuck.
Damn.
Not really. I have no idea. I've never taken roofies. I don't really like doing anything that isn't like
I've taken them on
plant.
accident. Yeah, I think I told that story on here.
I think you
before.
have. I think you probably were roofied during it.
Yep.
God, I know so
what
many
happened?
people.
What did that feel like?
Oh, auto shop field trip, drag races on the strip. Tried to buy weed. Guy said, "Hey, give this to your girl. It'll make her feel good." I said, "Okay, cool." No girls. Came back to the hotel room. Decided to take it myself.
Wait, you said his
roofied
selling
himself.
point
Yeah.
was that his selling point was for something that you didn't have at the time.
The selling point for him selling us weed
Yes.
was that he was going to include with that purchase
Oh.
a pill that will make your girl feel good.
Okay.
I assumed it was ecstasy.
All right.
It was not.
Oh.
It was Rufalin. And in Vegas, before The Hangover came out, and I've been so mad because
You want that story
I
for yourself.
have this story before that movie happened as a high school student, and now it's just I can never
Ruined
talk
by
about
dudes
that.
in their 30s.
Yep.
Ugh.
Goddamn Bradley Cooper.
Fuck you, Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Go be a raccoon somewhere else.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Yeah, sexiest men in Hollywood playing fucking woodland creatures.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Fuck you, George Clooney, Mr. Fantastic Fox. Fuck you, goddamn Rack Cooper. Fuck you, all of you handsome
Rack
ass
Cooper is the best.
motherfuckers. I hate.
Vin Diesel getting one line and being a tree. It's Vin
God,
fucking
suck a
Diesel.
dick. Oh, Vin Diesel's ugly. He's gay too, isn't he?
He's ugly and gay. Is that the stance you're going to take on Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel.
How about you say that to his face?
Vin Diesel, ugly, gay. Next,
dude. I love being able
Swipe left.
I love being able to say that Vin Diesel is ugly and gay, because anyone that would come after me for like, what the fuck did you say about Vin Diesel? I'm like, okay, Vin Diesel, that's your hill to die on?
That's your personal litmus test for friends.
Yeah, all right, bro. I have the wrong opinion about Vin Diesel, and that means something to you. Okay, I can lose you as a friend. and I can be wrong about it, but still right somehow?
I don't know. That's my entire personality is hard opinions about things no one else cares about. Like, actual things, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, who else gets really confused between Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Vin Diesel? Because I confuse the two
different
a lot.
People.
They're not, though.
I can tell them apart, but if there was a movie,
not really though, right?
If there was a movie that I didn't see, or even a movie that I saw, I could confuse who was in the movie.
Yeah.
But if you showed me a picture, I'm like, oh.
But then you wouldn't know which one it was.
I know. Clearly, I can tell the difference between them.
Figure it out.
But if it's a movie that I saw, and I could definitely confuse them. If it was a thing where, like, was that Vin Diesel or was that The Rock? I forget. That could totally happen.
Do you guys like Fast and Furious?
No, I've never seen any of them. Well, I think I saw Fast 5 where they like drag a safe around the town, but I didn't get any of the references of who is what.
It's probably just because it's a bad movie.
Yeah, I mean, aren't they made to be bad movies? They're about racing.
You know, I always thought that Fast and Furious, like trying to, it's like comparing, like, you know how some people are into poop?
Yeah.
You know, like sexually? it's like that's how I feel about Fast and Furious, where it's like, that's okay. That's your thing. You're into poop. You know what I mean?
I'm happy you found what you like.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad I don't like that. But
I feel like I could get into it if someone were to really take me into their world.
But think about this. What if that is what someone would like and they haven't found it yet? Oh my god, that's so sad. That makes me feel so bad.
You kind of want to shit in front of them and see what happens.
That's all that it takes to make you happy, and you don't even have it.
One thing
that makes me sad.
Imagine if all that it took to make you happy was just someone shitting in your palms.
Oh my god.
I hope that that's all I need. Like, the existential ennui that exists, I hope that maybe I find someday that it was simple as just like, oh, you just wanted somebody to rub a cold turd on your eyebrows. You know, like fucking... I hope it's something...
cold turd.
Yeah, just something fucking crazy, because I'm one of those people that's so suggestible that, like, I just enjoy the things that other people around me that I enjoy. Like, I'm just an amalgam of everyone that has been my friend. I'm just an amalgam of all the things they've enjoyed, because I'm like, I just kind of enjoy everything. There's so many things to enjoy. I'm not going to seek that shit out. I'm just going to be like, what do you guys want to go do?
You enjoy enjoyment.
Yeah, I just enjoy liking things and people. And so when somebody is super jazzed about something, I'm like, fucking tell me.
Okay.
Let's experience this.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't like to not like things, you know? Like,
well, here's my deal, is like, if you see a bunch of shit and you like very little of the things you're exposed to, I'm kind of like, okay, well, fuck you. So, whatever. You have very discerning tastes, and you don't like many things, so fuck you. You are smart, and you are unhappy. So, whatever. That's the lane you've chosen. What I'm trying to say about the Fast and the Furious thing is, like, if that is the thing that you would like...
And you haven't gotten that?
And you haven't gotten the Fast and the Furious yet? That bums me out. Like, goddamn.
That's why I just like everything existing.
Okay. Is that principle same for everyone that doesn't know what they would enjoy, but they don't have it? Is that sad for you across the board? Like the principle of that?
Well, if it takes so little to make you happy, it's even more sad that you don't have that. You know what I mean? Like, if it takes, like, a very complex thing, like, a very high
I think he's just trying to say you shouldn't fuck kids.
What?
I think that's... is that not the lane we're going down?
No, I'm saying you should fuck kids. You got that completely backwards. No. See how the only way to come back is to one-up it?
Yeah.
Is to go the next furthest
Which
level.
is the best, considering you're the only parent in the room and we're right across from a school, and that wasn't a thing that me or Cy said. It's the best.
No. All I'm saying is that if you require a complex thing to be happy, I don't have much sympathy for you being unhappy because, of course, those are few and far between. What I'm saying is it's even more upsetting and sad that if it takes such a low bar to satisfy you and you don't get it.
Haven't gotten that.
God damn. Yeah, that's because there's people that
okay,
don't...
what kind of low bar though are we talking?
Well,
because it's really easy to hit people in the crosswalk, and
well, it's like
like
Austin's
the old
bit.
dude who loves Cheetos, but then he has a heart attack and he can no longer eat Cheetos, and now his life is meaningless.
oh
Yeah,
boy,
yeah,
Like that kind of shit, where you're like, oh, all their happiness is gone forever.
low bar.
Yeah.
All right, well, how about eat fucking cholesterol-free Cheetos? You fucking idiot.
That doesn't exist.
Does it?
Should we tell him about the thing we were talking about?
You guys talking
I
about
don't
my dick?
what?
About... Okay, I'm just going to say it, because if
right.
you don't remember it... Okay, so here's what we were going to do, is you are on this body positivity thing, and like self-esteem building and things.
The best.
Okay, so here's what we were going to do. Just very low-key, like under our breath. We weren't going to say Bobby, we were going to say Fat Bobby.
But have a bunch of people do it.
Oh, it would have been so good.
And just make it a coordinated effort to where you just, more than being offended by it, you're just impressed and astounded by the coordination of everyone in your life calling you Fat Bobby, just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. But you see, that's the thing, is my personality type, I'm so excited by just attention in general that would only give me joy. Yeah.
People are thinking of me
at all
and participating in my life to this degree. Wow, it makes me happy more than it makes me sad.
Like when people are just like, what kind of gifts should I get you? I'm like, literally anything. I just like to be thought of. Like, that's literally the bar I set.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you buy me a single fucking plain Hershey's bar, I'll be like, oh, you were at a location I wasn't in, and you bought me a thing, knowing in the future you would see me.
Right.
That feels nice. You know, like I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about the gift. I just care about the action of caring, I guess.
Well, and that speaks to the nature of like a comedic person.
Yeah.
That level of needing attention and appreciating it when it's given to you, even when it's given in a shitty way.
Yeah.
We're calling you Fat Bobby. Like, it's an insult. It's a shitty thing to do. But you would appreciate it because of its funny and its attention.
Yeah,
and
the coordination of it alone is hilarious.
Right. So
there had to be at least a group text.
So what is that? So what does that say? Doesn't that say something about you as like a person and your character, that is what you would appreciate?
I mean, again, it's one of those things like we were just talking about, and it's the idea that it's a low bar. It's a low bar to set for enjoyment,
right?
But also,
right.
And so, like, and I just enjoy liking things. Like, my action of gratitude to the world is, if you create it, I will enjoy it because I like you. The end. You know.
We took it to an even further level. You want to tell him about, because this was your part of the idea.
He was a Rube Goldberg machine that was going to squish my balls every morning.
Being introduced on stage everywhere he goes to perform as Bobby.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Oh fuck!
Oh,
what was
God.
it?
This was a trap. This was a fucking trap.
It was. It was. Bobby Bacon Addict.
Why would you have to name me after the fucking big AZ brand cheeseburger?
So no, but here's really what the bit is that we would find out everywhere that you would be performing, and I would call up and I would say to the booker, I'm like, hey, listen, so he's doing this new thing and he's not good with confrontation, so he's not gonna like ask this of you, but I know that he wants it, so I'm just gonna call you because I'm his friend. He wants to be introduced as Bobby Bacon Addict, but he's not going to ask you to do that. But I know that he wants it. So can you have the host bring him up as Bobby?
agent.
Again, the level of coordination that alone would
We're
need.
saying that we should pose as your agent.
I
and
would
then
just,
go.
like, I'd be in, like, fucking Omaha or some shit. Like, oh, they finally let me feature at a club.
Yeah.
And some host is just like,
Yeah.
please welcome Bobby Bacon Addict. And in that moment, I would be so pissed off. But I'd be like, I'd be so happy. It would be one of those things where, like, I'm not pissed off. I'm riled up that it blew this far down the road. You know, like if you threw a wrapper of a cheeseburger out of a window in one state and you get to the next state and you see that same one that you threw, you're like,
wow.
you're like, how the fuck did it blow this far? It would just be impressive.
Right?
Yeah. And yeah, again, I would appreciate it because that is a level of effort that I barely give to myself, and it would be nice.
Yeah. Well,
But that's one of the things that I'm learning to do for myself is give myself that level of attention.
So you had your peak. Now here is the downfall after that crest.
Is that no one loves me.
Is that instead of doing it in the way that you would have fully appreciated it, I just told you about it.
And that's more reasonable because if it had started up,
Yeah.
you know, like again, in practice, things aren't as fun as in theory. And so it's already just nice that you were thinking of doing something that crazy initially that it feels nice. And then you saved it for my podcast to let the world know how fucking crazy all of us are, really.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. We're all fucking pieces of shit.
That was like the joke that we were going to do where we were going to find some like dead other comedian to do Nick Jostin's entire fucking not Oedipus, his entire fucking Odysseus bit. That whole,
Wait, what do you mean you were going to find a dead comedian?
or we were going to deep fake it, or we were going to find somebody else to do Nick's entire fucking bit.
Oh, and then frame him for joke
And then say that he joke stole that very specific to him that took him forever to make joke. And we were going to be like, Nick, you stole this bit word for word, and just freak him out that somebody wrote that entire bit
Holy
before he
shit.
did.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Like film it in front of a way bigger audience somewhere else.
Yeah,
You know who the perfect comedian to do that with is? Because it's Bruce.
Oh my god, if Bruce did,
Dude.
because he wouldn't write that joke, and that's what makes it so. I don't think a Bruce joke lasts more than 60 seconds. Oh fuck.
Oh,
But yeah, that was the idea of just like having a found footage video on YouTube of Nick's bit being done by somebody else, and then like paying some company in China to like pump up the views to at least the tens of thousands. Like people have seen it, and then just being like, Nick, you stole this bit, or like, there's no way this is parallel thinking.
That's so good.
God damn.
But then we were like, that's too mean. It's way too mean.
It's not because...
Dude, no, because it would be like he would be so just to see the look on his face for like
It would be so good. It would be so
amazing.
good.
It'd be amazing.
I swear, I came up with a parallel thinking.
Sure it is. Sure, you wrote this entire 15 minutes yourself separately.
Xenon gas.
Yeah, so that was that same kind of idea that I had where I was like, it would be so funny to pull off, but instead we just told him about it.
Yeah.
We were like, hey Nick, guess what we planned for an hour at Beck's because I showed up early.
But here, that's... Okay, so that's the reason that I aspire to be a famous comedian.
So you can pull off bits like that?
Yeah, so I can be a better comedian.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can do crazy shit because people know me and people will do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not I don't want to be famous or rich or what. I don't care about that. I just want to be able to do the art form on a higher level
than you have
in weirder ways that are more creative. You know what I mean? Like,
have you tried just straight up going for it and being weird in the places you have?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get an hour-long show somewhere.
Oh my god. Just even the idea of doing this for the means of the end being getting a show.
Yeah.
On what? On
CISA. Oh, never mind.
On a cable network that no one has because they don't.
Oh, on like the
They don't-
VRV app.
They don't accidentally pay for it with the NFL package. You know what I mean? Like, that's what TV is now.
Yeah.
And those are the networks that are taking chances.
Yeah, we're getting back into network television, but just through streaming services. Like, we just went full circle back around up our own asses.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about just writing a book
Do it.
and then just
Fuck it.
And then just making it a big, long book and putting it up my ass. And it's such a big book that it has anal hernias and then I die. That's what I'm thinking about.
You were going to write a whole book specifically just to shove up your ass and die.
I want a big enough book that I can write by myself.
Like 2 Harry Potters.
I need like a Deathly Hallows and a Chamber of Secrets rolled up into one tube that can just cause
to put into your Chamber of Secrets.
Anal contusion. See, it's all
the victim had anal contusion.
It's all referential.
Yeah.
I don't need to be here.
We could just like fast forward. We could just take the Netflix special for John Mulaney and just like fast forward it different places and play it.
Yup.
And then he took the toothbrush and went bone dry.
Oh, goddamn. Man, talking to you makes me sad. Which, it used to make me happy, but now that you're in a good place and you have a better grasp on reality, bouncing these type of thoughts...
I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and it's very detrimental to my comedy, as in the new comedy. But, you know, it's...
And the spirits of the people around you.
I'm crushing your spirit now?
I truly believe that when I'm serving my purpose as a funny person, I'm being so weird that other people feel good about themselves. And that is what I do for the world. And now, if I ever felt good about myself, I think... I don't know. Why? What am I doing?
You can be weird, but still feel good about yourself.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess
that's
so.
being authentic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get, because nobody likes when I'm actually sad or bitter on stage. I took that shit to the stage months ago, and it was awful.
Okay, we came up in an era where like the Kyle Kinanes. If Kyle Kinane was around right now, sad white guy. Mm-hmm. He would be nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. He started off that genre, basically.
No disrespect to him, because he's fucking brilliant.
And he knows where he is. He's fucking retiring, basically, because he fucking hates it. And himself.
I'm just saying, he came up in a time where that was available.
Yeah.
Is to be the sad white guy comic. That doesn't exist now. No, you need to... check your privilege, which you should, which I get it, that's progress, but you also need to realize, like, these people that I idolized were from a different time where, like, you expressing yourself was more acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, now...
Yeah, now
you're just supposed
to... It's way better that...
You're just... Hey, just be happy and guilty, you piece of shit. You can't be sad anymore.
Exactly, and that's what I think is the problem right now with our current scene. Let's do a scene update. Da-da-da-da. Too many white dudes. Too many lackadaisical white dudes thinking their opinions matter. Yeah. When it's just like, everyone just thinks if they pretend to be not woke... because they are so woke that now they can poke fun at it, then they all just look like dickbags for like a 40-minute block on an open mic. So it's like, oh, good, another white dude with an opinion on women, another white dude with an opinion on his dick, another white dude with an opinion about the environment. And then after a while, you're like, wow, how come nobody's happy? Can one of you fuckers just smile for a goddamn second? Tell me something about your life that isn't so self-absorbed that you end up having an opinion.
I know, but that's the meat and potatoes of what we grew up on.
Exactly.
As angsty, like underground comedy listening, emo.
Yeah. It's like everyone has to be socially conscious because that's important, but because they're socially conscious, they have to feel bad about themselves because they're part of the problem.
Right.
But instead of fixing the problem, they can poke fun at it from the outside because that's easier than to actually try to improve yourself.
Yeah.
Which is where I'm trying to take the inverse and actually improve myself and bring joy to the world, which people are taking umbrage with.
Well, there you go. Well, that's the thing is, like, I've made it a concerted effort to be just silly.
Yeah.
You know
works
what I mean?
well.
Because
is it possible to be authentic without like pandering? Because I feel like that whole entire environment kind of incites pandering. That's what I don't know. I feel like that's what I get really passionate about is just not pandering, like no matter what. You know what I mean? Because like
it depends on your definition of pandering. Like when you have an audience in front of you, are you trying to bring them joy? Or are you trying to get your opinion across? And most of the comedians now are trying to get through their bits or let the audience know. And that's not what fucking comedy's about. Comedy is about making laughter happen in a room you're in.
Yeah.
But But I think that there's a huge part of I do agree that obviously a huge part of it is making people happy. But I also think that a huge part of comedy and what we like admire comedians about is being authentic. And so it's hard to it's like there's a compromise that kind of has to happen. And sometimes the comedian's wrong, and sometimes the audience is wrong. And then that dynamic is so blurred sometimes that it's really hard to figure out which one it is. And so it's hard for myself. I really try not to take a hard stance on either side because I don't necessarily see in which case it's really the signs are really clear. Because you can have an opinion that signs with the mass, but the crowd isn't always right. Crowd is not always right.
The crowd's never right because they're not the ones doing comedy.
Yeah. And sometimes,
but it's still your job to bring them some sort of joy. If they don't like the product you're giving, they can get the fuck out.
Sometimes the comedian sucks.
Yeah, sometimes the comedian, and most of the time the comedians suck.
That's actually the way that it works. You know what's crazy is the majority of comedy, by definition, has to be bad.
Half of the time it's practice, but people enjoy the personalities once they get to a certain level that they're just like, I just enjoy being in a room with this person. Yeah. The end. Like when Tom Segura was here at the fucking GSR, there's hundreds, if not thousands of people there, and he was very obviously just working on putting together 3 15-minute chunks that he had worked out elsewhere, and it was pretty all right. But everyone just enjoys the idea of Tom Segura so much, it's going to be fine.
I don't want to view comedy in that way anymore. Like, I don't want to see comedy in that type of venue. Like, I don't...
Oh, yeah, no, it's way too big.
No, it's
too much.
It doesn't make it better. And if it's not making it better, it's making it worse, right? So there's a better place you could see him perform, which is a smaller place.
Yeah, actual clubs, not whole... it's great that comedians can sell out theaters.
Yeah.
But also, once you get into the thousands of people in a room, the laughter doesn't travel right. And so, like, you can see them on stage. They're tiny, so their personalities can only reach so far.
Well, by the time you need a camera and an additional screen...
Yeah. You're just doing Netflix again. But live. You're just doing live Netflix.
Yeah. That's... sorry.
Think about it from the perspective of the comedian, though. Like these people, like Tom Segura, like, I could imagine for a lot of number of years he really, like, struggled... as a starving artist.
I think he was just like a feature for like 10 years straight.
Right.
Yeah.
So then being in that position for like 10 years straight and then have the opportunity to perform for all these people and charge them $60 a ticket.
Yeah.
Like I for myself, like, if I was it was a starving artist for 10 years, it's a decade. And then I had the opportunity to be like, you know what, I'm probably going to just keep doing this whole thing because who knows when your career's going to end. So it's like, just try to suck all the fucking,
I don't fault anyone for doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for me, in the level that I'm involved in this shit and what I know about it, like, I wouldn't consider myself an expert because I've never really made any fucking money at it, but I've devoted my life to... I am a very devoted hobbyist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to see comedy in a theater.
No. I don't even like seeing bands in settings that big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, any live entertainment, the idea of live entertainment has outgrown what it should be, which is a physical connection to the artist. The only reason to go see art live is because you want to be in a personal interaction with the human whose art you enjoy. Yeah. And if you're 10,000 people back at a fucking festival drunk off your ass, you're not getting a personal connection with that artist, and they don't give a fuck that you showed up because you're just a sea of people.
Dude, speaking of which, you've been hyping Lizzo?
Yeah.
And Kate got into her, and then she showed me some of her music, and I was like, hey, okay, all right. I don't know why this is big. That's my thing, is like, I rarely hate anything.
Yeah. But it's just it's just not made for you in this moment.
Just the way of, like, I don't understand why it's this big. Sometimes I'm like, I understand why it's popular, but I don't really care. Other times I'm like, I don't understand why this is even popular. But with her, like, I listen to her music, right, from her album or whatever.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, it's just kind of poppy, whatever. I watched the Tiny Desk performance. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's because
now I get it.
Yeah, it's like the personality that she has fits so well with the music she makes. It's just like, again, it's that emotional honesty that she has, where it's like all the lyrics she says, I don't feel like there's any filler in what she's doing.
Sure, yeah.
Which feels right, because it's, you know, she's got that powerful voice, but it still has the soul inside of it, and it's enough leeching off like the gospel R&B mixed with modern pop
it's
that it
really
hits the right spot. Yeah, it has a classic feel while still kind of pushing the idea of pop forward, I think.
Yeah.
And so it's just a solid timepiece for what we're living in right now, I think.
Yeah.
And it really helps with, you know, positivity for oneself outside of external forces, which is very positive.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. She had cool hair. I mean,
Lizzo's fucking dope.
No, like, what if that was all I came out?
That's all you had was just she had cool hair. I wish I could touch it.
And you expound on all this, like, the way that she's influencing culture, and I'm like, yeah, when she was, like, going like this, her hair was moving around cool. I liked it.
I feel like I've gotten more articulate recently because I've been spending more time not thinking about the things I usually think about and trying to think about how to convey them to people. I've been trying to get less into thinking about like bits or myself and start thinking about how to show my external gratitude or show how much I care to the outside world, you know? Because again, like out of everyone in the scene, I think that I could rattle off more of everyone's jokes than anyone else. Like, I'm just a fan of the people around me in general.
You do seem to be...
Yeah, and it's just, I genuinely just enjoy the people around me, and I feel like I haven't lived enough like I actually do. And so I like, it was one of those things where I had so much self-doubt and so much self-esteem issues up till this point that I never showed proper gratitude not only to myself but to others around me, or proper appreciation, you know? And so now I'm getting to a point where I know the good things about myself enough to then bring that to all the people I enjoy and kind of just spread the love around, you know? Because we all deserve it. We all deserve to be liked for the things we have taken time to craft. And goddamn it, if I'm the only fan of our goddamn comedy scene, I will be. But I know enough people enjoy me that I will be able to proselytize accurately, and hopefully all the ships will rise or some shit. Yeah. I feel like we can do something with what we have. It's just a lot of people are out to create without a lot of the outside, not marketing, but I guess the marketing of it.
You know what's crazy is that there's never been like the cream that rises to the top that just dips out and goes and bees something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in all of these years, no one has just like, oh, this guy, that's clearly the guy or the girl or whatever, and they're talented, and then, oh yeah, of course they moved to...
Yeah, like literally everyone else in the Reno scene, you're either like, oh, that makes sense that they're still here, or you're like, why did they leave? Why did they think they could make it? Of course they're back. Like, it's those kind of reactions.
See, I didn't want to throw Drew Schaefer under the bus like that, but I mean, if you're gonna say it,
yeah, but he had to follow Aurora, so.
God.
Yeah, but it's just like there's so many people where you're just like, yeah, it makes sense that they left because it kind of blows, but they didn't make it better before they left, so good riddance. Bye.
Yeah.
You don't have a home to come back to.
Yeah, you should make your scene a little bit better before you have any aspirations.
Exactly. That's why I think, like, Pat leaving, Pat knows where he stands in comedy.
Yeah.
He knows I can host well, and he did that for all of us. He brought us all together, even though he hated a lot of people. He didn't let it show.
Man, he did. He did a job that...
He did his job well. He brought us all together under 3rd Street. He got us all into a place, and
this could be nothing right now.
Exactly.
It could easily be absolutely nothing.
Once we lost 3rd Street and after Pat left, like, it could have been a smoking hole in the ground where nothing came back from. But then you jumped on that cross, impaled your dick, and you made enough of an effort to keep it alive for as long as you could that it limped along to having a whole new crop of fuckers existing.
I love Norm.
Yeah, Norm really held on.
Norm was doing harder, less rewarding work for longer than anyone.
God damn.
Norm
Yeah,
is
I
an
mean,
angel.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I first started at Wildflower, it was literally like me, Vicky, and maybe Norm. I mean, Norm, Vicky, me, and maybe one other person. And I got there and I was like, this is the mic. I'm not just like walking into a room that people are renting.
Yep.
And so like that was it. And that's how I fucking started there. And then it was that empty for like fucking 2 years until it closed, or like a year until it closed down. And then same with the Jungle. Like it was empty for the longest time. And then now it's fucking dope as shit.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing with my life in those years, because that was in the years when I was like child custody battles. Starting a new business, like trying to get it off the ground, and taking on this creative fucking comedy venture. What the fuck energy, what chutzpah did I have in those years? And now shit's easy.
Because now you're not. I mean, you were in your 20s. You were solidly in your 20s, where you're like, maybe nothing will work out, maybe something will work out. I have time.
Yeah, and now I'm just in this like zone of like, oh, my life's gonna be
something
yellow or orange.
Yeah.
There's
never gonna be red, never gonna be green.
There's no red, there's no green. I'm safely, boringly okay.
Yeah, I feel like I burn out hard. Like I go as hard as I can at something, and it's either gonna give or I am.
You're right, yeah.
And so like. That's why I have been trying to pull back a little bit on everything that I've been doing and be like, what's the next sprint, you know?
Okay, so I didn't want to bring this up, and we talked about it, but you didn't want to talk about it a whole lot. Okay, so we don't have to address it directly, but what are you coming away with that you are different now, and how will you approach relationships now rather than before?
It was one of the things I talked about previously a little bit is, you know, before it was kind of the fake it till you make it mentality of self-confidence. Like, sure, I believed in myself, wink, wink. Isn't it funny to have confidence? You know, and it was that kind of interactions that I had. And I never actually believed I deserved love, like from anyone. I just figured I'm a cartoon character. I will always be seen as some sexless cartoon character like Scooby-Doo, unless you're one of those weirdos. So, like, sure, women will enjoy the comedy I do or the art that I make, but as a fan of me, the cartoon character, not as like a legitimate partner that they could have in life, you know? And so finally finding somebody who actually appreciated me for all the things I do as well as the person I am really changed the way I thought about myself. And so now having that idea in my head that I had of myself for so long kind of dashed, I think, oh, there's positive things that I had to find. Like, there was a couple weeks that I was talking to my therapist all the time, and I was just like, she was like, oh, maybe say some good things about yourself. I was like, I fucking can't think of any right now. I was like, give me some fucking time. I can't think of anything. She was like, it can be as simple as I held the door open for somebody today. I was like, I was like, I haven't been recording in this brain. If I did anything kind, it was by accident. You know, like, honestly, I don't fucking know.
I kicked 7 cats today.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was
held
like,
the door for all the old ladies. I made sure they couldn't get in.
it was like,
I held the door shut.
I held it shut.
It was one of those things
bathroom.
where I was like, let's see, what positive things did I do today? I sped through a construction area. I gambled too much. Like, what are the fucking good things? There is none.
I spat upon a child in a wheelchair.
And so it was going through that process going, it's so dumb to think there's no positive things about yourself. Like, to come to that realization to think, of course there's something. Hitler liked dogs. You know, like, it's one of those things that I had to dig inside myself and go, why can't you just say something nice about yourself for a fucking second, you know?
Hitler was pretty good at killing people, too.
Well, and the idea that you have to do something good... The idea
that you have to do good is bullshit. You don't.
The idea that neutrality isn't a net positive is bullshit.
Exactly.
As long as you live your life fucking over no one,
and that's...
You're at the whim of the society that you live in, so it's like, okay, I hurt no one today.
And that's how I had to start. That's how I had to rebuild. And I was like, well, today... I didn't fucking like speed on my way to work. I fucking took care of my dog. I raised my chickens properly and made sure they were fine. I woke up early and did dishes. I did things for myself that are healthy that I didn't want to do. And then I had to think, okay, it's good to do things for yourself. And you don't necessarily have to do anything for others because we don't owe the world anything. Yeah. It's just a nice thing to do things for the world.
Don't donate. That's the point that we're trying to make right now.
Don't donate anything. Although I do that. And that was one of the things. I forgot that I donate to a fucking environmental charity. I was just like, that's just money that I give away. Who fucking cares?
This is kidding, folks.
This is the hurdle that I'm trying to jump over. Is because I'm trying to jump over the hurdle of thinking of like, oh, I'm doing better now.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like, exploiting anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking anything from anyone. I'm just, everything that I'm doing is, like, voluntary, and I'm just doing better now.
Yeah.
And I have to be okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be okay with sometimes, if you work hard, it's nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And it's, I've been doing the same thing where I was like, okay, I've put a lot of effort into fucking doing a podcast every week. I put a lot of effort into releasing songs with my band and booking shows. I've done a lot of trying to get out and do comedy or, get myself onto festivals and record stuff. And then I just kind of dumped it all off because I was like, I'm a piece of shit. Who gives a fuck about art? And then I was like, okay, but also, why can't you appreciate the stuff that you've put yourself through? Like, why can't you just sit back and say, these things exist. I appreciate myself for making them, and also how do I continue doing it so that it doesn't feel like a drain on myself,
Okay.
And that's been a tough thing. Is that's why I've like pulled back so hard on the podcast a little bit because I was like, I don't want to book guests on a thing that I don't want to do right now. And now I'm finally getting back into the rhythm of enjoying doing it. So I'm like, okay, how do I enjoy this enough that I want to bring it to other people?
But it's a snowball thing.
Yeah.
It's the more new people that you bring to it, the less stale it's going to be.
Yep.
The more you're going to enjoy it. It's all like the better
it's all
it
connected.
is, the better it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I know that you live with Austin and Nick, and I don't know where they are in their personal lives. They're fairly guarded as far as that goes.
Slightly doing better, but yeah, I'm much more open, but I feel like they're also both on separate journeys of self-improvement that are positive, but I'm so manic in the way that I go about things that I'm self-improving at too high of a level, which is it's the most arrogant thing to say,
I'll tell you this. It's balanced because neither of them self-destruct and self-sabotage the way that you do.
Yeah.
And I'm the same as you. Like it's so fucking it's bullshit because I burn off of I'm like a recycler of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you had a race car that went super fast, but only when you poured into it the fucking dregs of society's feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be a piece of shit to accelerate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're the thing on the back of the DeLorean that accepts all the garbage so you can turn it into something.
Right. So
you're the filter with which society can put itself so you can be the mouthpiece for the downtrodden, I guess.
I'm the most myself when I am at my worst.
That makes sense.
And I am the least myself when things are going okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a depressing statement to make. But
and that's why you gotta find that neutrality and be okay with it.
Yeah. What do you feel like over there, you faggot?
You're such a piece of shit.
I knew that we were getting so deep and so woke and so feely, and I just had to break it. What?
Yes.
Oh, how do you feel over there, buddy? I love you.
Oh, God. So bored.
I'm sorry to say it, but like something had to break the tension that we had. God damn, I'm a piece of shit.
Why is it a funny joke? What? Don't apologize.
I know. But why is that? Why is that my intuition is to be the person doing the wrong thing to ultimately make everyone feel good, but I'm the lightning rod that if anyone's
Yeah.
going to be mad, they're going to be mad at me.
Exactly.
Even though we all had a good time.
Oh, so what?
What is that? What does that say about me? Then?
Nothing.
Okay.
You know what that says about the people
Okay.
that are getting mad at you? They're faggots.
Okay.
See, that feels different coming from
kidding.
Sai. That feels like actual hatred.
It is actual hatred.
For humans in general.
Yeah.
He's a bad.
He's
I
like
know.
rallying against PC
Yes.
culture like a Joe Roganite or some shit.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here
Yeah.
with your Abraham
Where's
Lincoln.
my American flag that I can toss
Yeah.
around my
Why
head?
don't you just put a blue stripe through a black and white flag?
Where's my tattoo? You got a tattoo gun, Bobby?
Yeah, let's like one of the
All right, right on
whatever
my
that weird
forehead.
Spartan letters are.
No, we don't do that. Get the
Oh.
fucking swastika on my forehead,
Nah,
Bobby.
because then you could play it off like it's Buddhism or whatever the fuck.
Okay, so you can say that whatever I say is hatred, but I could also play off a swastika on my forehead as
Yeah,
Buddhism,
just like fucking Charles Manson.
just like Charles Manson.
Just like Charles Manson.
That's a horrible analogy.
Exactly. All right, let's land this turd.
God damn! I love throwing someone under the bus.
God.
Is it funnier because he didn't get away with it?
Dude, I felt all four wheels of that short bus run me over.
Oh shit. Let's see. I don't want to fucking play Mad Libs. What, you guys got any shows coming up? Anything coming up? Anything going on?
I'm leaving for a month.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sai's leaving for a month. Sam, you got anything on the books? Aren't you gonna be doing the Dead Panda one of these days? You're fucking dying.
Yeah, I'll be on the Dead Panda at the thing.
August 23rd?
Sure.
Sure. Probably. I think it's Andrea and Sarah are the next Dead Panda. And it's got people.
I get to perform there in spite of what I do. It's like the way I look at it.
That's a good way to look
You
at it.
mean make jokes?
Yeah, I don't know.
Last time I was there, I did 10 minutes about cum and then beaver assholes. And then it all got deleted. But, yeah.
You didn't get the tape of it?
Yeah, no, they lost the footage because it was just like not going apparently, which fucking blows because I had a hot set that night.
Really?
You know when you do a thing where you're like mocking someone and you say like words that they would say,
Yeah.
and then the crowd goes, "Well, you said that into the microphone."
So you're going to say the N-word like
So
for 10
that's-
straight minutes? Is that...
No.
You're just going to do different accents saying the
No,
N-word?
like they make they think that you're saying the thing that you're quoting someone for.
Well, yeah. Where like you're quoting
Dude,
someone,
that happened to me like last week.
and you have to in the middle of the bit go, "Hey, like no, I'm making fun of who said that.
Yeah.
Why? Shut up. Calm down. Just wait. It's gonna be okay." Like that's the problem with the culture. I'm not I'm not this guy that's like, "Oh, fuck PC culture." I'm in the thing where yes, PC's probably correct morally in the way we should go in the future, but in the realm of comedy, just let it cook. Just give it a
let the bit get to the end.
Give it a minute, okay? Because I guarantee you it's not the thing that you think it is. That's what the magic trick of telling a joke is. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Let the person say the thing and then judge it when it is completed. Not halfway through. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Although that's a tough road to go down sometimes because half the time a comedian will write a not funny joke where they just get away with like saying something awful in the middle because they are doing an impression of something or they're saying something terrible for the effect of how terrible it is, but they're hiding it within that. And then they get to the end of their joke and they think, "Oh, that joke wasn't funny because these people are so PC, they're not laughing that I said rape or fag." You know, and it's like, "No, your joke was not well crafted."
Right. But that's the thing is, you don't know until they're done with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but you can kind of sometimes see where those jokes are
you
going.
can see where it's going. Well, that's
It's like, I watched the other 4 minutes of your jokes, and they all took very similar turns to this. I don't believe your brain capacity will suddenly wow me.
But what I'm saying is, when you've been with me all this time, and now I've built this level of being comfortable with you, and I'm going to take it a little bit further.
Yeah.
Knowing
That's always fun to watch with headliners in Carson City.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, they know that they can get away with anything as long as it's anti-PC, but as soon as they get a little bit gay Californian on the people in Carson City, they get turned on.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, fuck, I guess let's talk about guns then. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So it's like they have to do the exact opposite. They're like, you guys just want to talk about butt sex for 20 minutes? And everyone's like, hell yeah. And they're like, all right, cool. I didn't want to do any thinking anyway. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. You know what? It's so hard to even explain in words other than just it being comedy.
Yeah.
Right, and you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt in that, like, not everyone is like. It's hard to do stand up. It's hard to write jokes, but it's also hard to like formulate an opinion, and it's hard to formulate a thought, and it's hard. So it's like there's a lot of practice that goes into even doing that.
Yeah.
So I tend to not even take what people say, especially on stage. But like, unless people are, unless I go up to someone and I go, "Hey, is that your real opinion?" And if they go, "Yeah," then I go, okay, well now that's kind of weird, but unless but if they're just saying it on stage, I really try to keep that as sacred space as I possibly can, because I feel like that's a huge problem in our culture now, is that we're not giving that sacred space.
Yeah. The only people that I ever heckle are the people that get on stage to prove that they can do what I do and then mock the room the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then I will yell at them.
Like in what way?
Like that one time that there was the most prolific artist in Reno got up at Jimmy B's and started telling us all that comedy is stupid.
Oh, that guy. Oh,
and so I just yelled over him the whole time.
What did he look like?
Like a fucking vegan soy boy.
Did he look
like round
a
glasses?
weeboo? Did he look like a weeboo? Like a pillow? Like a pillow humper? Like
I mean, it could be
Pillow humper.
Yeah. That's tough. Dude, there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those.
Oh my god, that's the new term.
I look like, you know who looks like a pillow humper is your roommate.
Oh boy. Don't let him listen to this one next week.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell him that.
Yeah, but it's like,
Dude, we've been making jokes. Oh my god, there's this fucking Reddit page.
What did you call him? What did you call him? Because I was like, oh, that's so much more insulting than when I said.
I don't.
Oh, you said something so bad. Oh, he has a War of Worldcraft body.
oh my god. Oh shit. A World of Warcraft body.
No, when I was there's a guy that walked into the jungle one time, and he was. I don't know if you were there. You may have been.
I don't think
it was the best bit I have ever seen anyone do at the jungle. But he was serious, and if he wasn't serious, he would have been like a fucking genius. And I've thought about using this as a bit because he had a fedora and like one of those vests, without the arms, like Mumford and Sons vest. And he goes up on stage, and this is after he's like the last person that goes on. And he goes up and he goes, I really can't believe any of you. You're up here talking about your dicks while there are people starving in other countries and people don't have clean water. Okay,
yeah, that's a
and
real
he
person.
just went off, and I was sitting there, I was laughing the whole time because I thought that he was kidding.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy is like a genius. And then he went, all right, fuck you guys, and I'm gonna go pick up garbage in the river. And he took out a crossing guard vest, put it on himself, walked out the door. I was dying at this point, and I was like standing up, clapping and shit. And I was like, I think he was serious because I never saw him again.
Yeah, those people exist. There's probably a different guy than that came to heckle us. This guy was all about how humans are shit because he's so vegan. He thinks animals should take over the world again. So he was saying, we're not contributing anything, so we should feed ourselves to the animals.
Huh. And he was serious?
He was 100% serious.
Wow. That's dumb.
That's
yeah.
Okay, hold on.
He was saying all humans should kill themselves because animals are better.
Okay, so what's funny though? Is it funny if someone's making that up, or is it funnier if someone's actually being serious about it?
I think it's funnier if that's a real person.
Yeah,
because it is.
I was gonna say,
dude. Have you ever thought about just being someone that just does like life bits? No hope of fame. Just you
life
just
bits, yeah.
do crazy shit to make the world weird, because that's ultimately a deeper form of art than even what we're doing.
Yes.
Like, we're in
performance artists. That's what improv kids do.
No, but fuck that shit because they want someone to notice them. I'm saying do weird shit for the fuck of it.
Yes.
Forever,
Yes.
because that's what
That
you
is,
are.
dude. That is.
Haven't you seen
that's
my
the
Crocs?
point.
No hope of, well, okay, because you're building a comedic persona.
I'm not. They're just comfortable shoes. I hate wearing them out in
Okay.
public, but I don't want to keep lacing them up every time.
Okay.
I've never heard someone say lace up my Crocs.
Yeah, lace up, I don't want to lace up other shoes, so I wear the Crocs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just thought about that of just every once in a while, especially if I'm in a town I don't live in, just go to a thrift shop, buy a cape, just run up and down the streets for an hour screaming, and then I'm on to the next town, because who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's always fun to go to places and just play a different person.
Just be silly.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand about people that travel, that don't take full advantage of being anonymous. You can just do anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've had conversations.
I feel like this is how a lot of serial killers start out. With this
You can
conversation.
do anything. They'll
You
never
can do
find her.
anything. You can do anything.
No, I've just been like on my way somewhere.
Making
and,
my way downtown.
you know,
Walking fast.
I just tell people, no, I own a gay charity. I make my money by employing gay children, and I make up the most outlandish, like, fake, like, humanitarian, like nonprofit organization.
I take gay teenagers. I make them build the
Yeah.
foster house they're
Yeah.
going to live in, so they
Because-
learn applicable job skills.
Well, there's a lot of children that get Legos as gifts, and they find that they are disappointing their parents by not being able to build the Legos. So
because
what
they're too gay for Legos.
What
right.
we do is because they're too gay for Legos, we send an autistic boy on the spectrum at least to go and assemble these Legos for this gay boy. So that everyone's happy. The autistic boy gets to put together Legos, and the gay boy gets to make his father give him acceptance. And that is what my charity brings. I just make up some
Yep.
bullshit that doesn't exist at all, and just see how far you can go with it.
Just do that now with when you go on trips. Just start doing that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to bring about. I think the problem with aviation nowadays is that we're socializing it. You know, we got these big jumbo jets. How about everybody builds their own aircraft, flies around? Orville and Wilbur, you know what I'm saying? Back to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. People should just start building planes, dude.
Those people that want to take it back to an old way of life.
Grassroots,
Grassroots, man.
era.
Grassroots.
That is clearly not the best version of
Yeah,
it.
we need to go back to medieval feudalism. There need to be serfs, there needs to be dukes,
Yeah.
and then every state gets their own king.
Why's all our bikes got the same size wheels? I think
Why aren't we having a whole oxen for the river?
Yep.
Novocaine vodka. Come on.
All right, this has been enough podcast for this one. It's been a lot. This has
That
been
was a good one.
86 minutes of fucking around.
Nutella.